Okay, so we continue with the secret message that we did. I said, share the reason you had to walk away or end the relationship or marriage. And this is the second episode. It says, I was dating this girl. She was an only child to a single mother. Her mother was very friendly. She checked on me anytime I was talking to her daughter. Oh, what a good mother. One day, I went to visit the girl at home because her mother asked me to come. So she knows me. She asked me so many questions. And when I was leaving, she said she thinks I'm perfect for her daughter, so I can always come over. Cool. So I visited often. One day, my girl sent me a text that she would love for us to have our first sex at their end. I asked about her mom, and she said she wouldn't mind. When I got there and we started making out, her mom walked in on us and sat down. I stopped, but she kept saying, continue, don't worry, continue. Really? I couldn't, but she kept on forcing us to continue. So we did while she watched. It was actually a thing she and her daughter does. Anytime she brings home a man, her mom loved to watch them have sex. She said her mom said it was okay and that she would stop only when she gets married. I was uncomfortable, so I ended the relationship. Even if you get married, the woman is definitely going to keep watching you guys have sex because you have already normalized it in the relationship. So it's a good thing you left. Anyway, let's go to the next story. It says, I was dating this man. I didn't know he was married because when he came forth, I told him I could date anyone but a married man. So he hid it from me. We were in traffic one day when someone knocked on his window. He lowered the glass and said, honey, it was his wife. He quickly turned to me and gave me 400 cedis and said, give this to your brother and tell him I am done doing him favors. And then he opened the door for me to go down. I was reluctant and he said, go, can't you see my wife is here? He called later to ask me to meet him so he can explain, but I didn't give him another chance. He was a liar. Well, but he took the 400 cedis. At least he compensated you. So that's cool. Alright, so let's go to the next story. The next story says, I ended my marriage after I discovered my wife was cheating. You know how women don't take knowing people seriously, right? So she had this man she was seeing, but she introduced him as the brother of her aunt's husband, and they happened to be working at the same place. They got along well. She even invited him for dinner sometimes. I couldn't say much because he was obviously family, and I thought my wife was just being nice. She continued for about 4 months till I realized some things weren't adding up. My wife behaved fishy and their story didn't tally. I started watching closely until I bumped in on them having sex in our hall one afternoon. That's crazy. My wife was on top riding and screaming, yeah, yes. I stood and watched until they noticed me. Then I said, pack out when you finish, and I left the house. She knew what I was capable of, so she packed out. We haven't spoken about it till now. It's been almost a year. We take care of our child together, but we've never spoken to each other ever since the day I saw them. This was crazy. So she literally introduced her side guy to the husband as a relative. Okay, and then the husband believed it, so that gave her the opportunity to even invite the guy over, and they were having sex in her matrimonial home. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget. This is Loveandpillsgh, and we are on all platforms.